Welcome back to the DNX show, and today we're going to be talking all about Super Motocross Round 2 from St. Louis, as well as MXGP at the very end. But we got to start this off with like the most craziest thing that's ever happened in Supercross. It's not really the most craziest thing, but Levi Kitchen versus Haiden Deegan. That's both of our takeaways of 100%. That was insane. Doc, I'm going to give you the floor here because we got to discuss this. We both have probably the same opinions here, but let's hear what you got to say.
First of all, I'd like to get out of the way. You guys last week clowned me for saying Deegan wasn't going to win a race, and every single comment on every single platform called me an idiot. Now, did he win a race? Yes. But what if I would have said Deegan doesn't get a top 5? Or what if I would have said Deegan doesn't get a top 10 in a moto? How much more ridiculous is that? See, I was saying Deegan was going to go 2-2 on the day. I don't know. I just wanted to like put this out there that like, this is why we give bold predictions, because it's racing and anything can happen. Nobody in their mother ever predicted Deegan going 114. And if I would have said that, I would have been the biggest idiot in the world, but that's what happened. I just want to put that out there. Okay, listen, it's racing. If I would have said Joe Shimoda was going to get the overall by going 2-2, how ridiculous would that have been? You know what I mean?
Can I throw on top of that? Last week, you guys roasted me saying that if Joe doesn't crash, he wins that race. Now, it's vice versa, bro. Like, now if Deegan doesn't crash, he 100% wins that race. But guess what? He didn't. And now, can you guys, every single one of you guys that roasted us, leave a like, comment down below saying sorry, and just understand it's bold predictions, it's our opinions, and we're here to have fun, man. That's all it is. And but yeah, let's actually talk about the crash because that was insane.
Yeah. There had to have been something else that happened. I mean,
I think so. From that point, if we're just talking racing, okay, just racing aspect, not the everything that goes on the outside, all right? Practice start. Some of you guys say that it wasn't Deegan's fault, and it's a racing incident, 100%. However, Deegan's elbow hits Volan. Volan goes into Kitchen, and they both go down. Remember, I'm just saying racing aspect, racing incident. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
And then Moto 2, in the beginning of the race, the first sand section, Deegan passes Levi from the inside and cuts off his line very sharply. Now, that's, I think, could also be something where Levi was like, man, frick this guy. And then he got an opportunity to take him out. It was a plain takeout. Let's be real, super aggressive, super unnecessary. But and Levi said it in a post. He's like, I'm here for the money, and I thought I can ride out of that and get a podium, which would set me up for next week really good. 100%, it's a racing incident. But those are the things I think that could have played a factor in Levi doing that instantly.
Like some pent-up aggression throughout the day. He gets cut off by Deegs and then just unloads on him in the corner. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know. I mean, it sucks for Deegs because I don't really see Joe losing next week. I mean, maybe losing the races, but I think it's going to be hard for him to lose the chip. He's just got to go 2-2, which I feel like
he can 100% can do that. He was able to do it while he was sick, having a fever, the flu game, as I mentioned on stream. Like, if you guys know basketball, Jordan, that's the flu game right there. But Doc, I think we both can agree here. Deegan is going to try to take him out so he can win the chip.
I was gonna say, if I'm Joe, I hope Deegan rips a whole shot and I have to pass Tom Vial from into second. Like, that's best case scenario. Please, Lord, help me above. Don't let me get a whole shot if I'm Joe Shimoda. Like, the one time you don't want a whole shot because you will be put on the ground.
100%. And I think going into Vegas, we're going to see two takeouts. We're going to see Deegan taking out Joe, and we're going to see Deegan trying to take out Levi.
I was thinking about this you know how Deegs does these little like slow mind games with people? He did it his rookie year. Was it Thrasher? Remember? And that like split lane when he cut over, or I don't remember who he did it to his teammate where they ended up going down.
Wasn't it Jordan Smith?
Oh, it's Jordan Smith. Yeah, it's back. And when he slows down, I was thinking like even if Deegs rips a hole shot and Joe's behind him, I wouldn't be surprised. Like Deegs has nothing to lose. He has to win both races, and Joe has to get third. So I wouldn't be surprised if he slowed down.
He doesn't necessarily have to win both races. He just has to win the overall. So it's just the overall that he has to win, because then he'll get the points.
That's right.
But you're remember like Tomac Vegas versus Dungy when Jason Anderson won? I remember. I don't remember what year it was on Kawasaki. I think it was like, was it the same year Joey got taken out by Osborne? I'm pretty sure it was. It was the same exact year. I think that was like 2017, maybe 2016, something like that. But I can definitely see that come to play, especially in the second moto.
I was gonna say, I guess my point is, like, if Deegan wins the first moto and then is out front and Joe's behind him, like, I wouldn't think this of anyone else other than Deegs, because he's done it in the past. He would slow down to mess with Joe.
Do we see a scenario where he just goes out and wins and lets the cards play how they play?
I mean, sure, of course. Like, I think that's like the smart thing to do. If like, yes, I think that's very possible. I'm just saying I think 99.9% of riders in this situation would try to do that. Rip 2 hole shots, win. If Joe gets second, I lose. It is what it is. I could see Deegs slowing down to try and screw Joe, because he has the pace. Like, Deegs is faster, right? Like,
I mean, he crashed in Moto 1 and still won. He had like a 9-second gap, crash, was up 4 seconds, then put 6 additional seconds on him.
And he's good. Like, I think Salt Lake City was going to be Deegs' like weakest track. He's good, very good in Vegas. He's going to have the pace. Deegs is going to be so much faster. Dude, I honestly kind of think unless it's a very easy opportunity, I don't really see Deegs messing with Kitchen. I really don't. I see him absolutely punting Joe to Tatooine if he's behind him, but I don't know that he messes with Kitchen. Why?
I think the best opportunity that he could would be in practice, because like if you're saying, like, for example, if Deegan pulls hole shot, which, I mean, his starts have been pretty good as of late, right? They've been like top 5, and Levi's been kind of behind him in a way. I think the best case for him would be practice, kind of just messing with him. Maybe, remember this is press day Barsha, dude. He goes up high on and like takes out, oh my gosh, I forgot the guy's name, but he took out someone at A1 press day because he like got too close. I could see a scenario like that with Deegs and Levi. Like if Deeg pulls hole shot, Levi's not catching him. You know what I mean? So unless Deeg get the bad start and he has to go through him, yeah, but you're totally right on that.
I think Joe's gonna get it done. I know I'm kind of getting into our predictions, but I'm not gonna be here for predictions. So here's my prediction. I think Joe's gonna get it done. I think he better make sure he's not in the lead after the first lap.
Yeah.
Because he's getting put on the ground. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that Deegs is going to do whatever he can to put him on the ground. I mean, like, he punted Cole, who wasn't even in the chip, to make sure he could get the chip. And there wasn't as much money on the line.
He also punted Cody Schock back his rookie year when Cody Schock broke his collar mode. So,
for no reason.
Like, and I can we touch on that just a little bit? Now, from my point of view, the takeout on Cole was, yes, a little bit mild, like a little way milder, if that you can say that, right? It was just Cole did go, yeah, in contact, it was way milder, way less. But Cole did go over the berm and crash, right? And there's scenarios where Cole should have let up, Cole blah, 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 right? But Deegan still intentionally kind of forced that issue, right? I think this is very similar, right? Levi forced the issue. It didn't work out. And we've seen plenty of passes like that all the time. I'm going to take this Supercross season, Chase forced the issue on Jason Anderson at Birmingham, and what happened? Jason went down, Chase got out of it, and he went on to win. We've seen it plenty of times. And a lot of people were saying, like, Levi T-boned him. You want to see a T-bone? Go back and watch Barsha T-bone Jett Lawrence 2 years ago in Supercross, dude. That's a T-bone. This was not a T-bone. This was just a clear aggression of a takeout. And was it unnecessary? Probably. He came in was super, super hot. But for Levi's case, and Levi's case, from my opinion, is like, there's a lot of money on the line. He most likely would have never caught Deegan that race if he didn't take that opportunity, right? And he wanted to get that podium, set him up for that. So I see it. And for Deegan's side of things, like, he's just upset that he left the door open. Like, maybe he just wasn't expecting Levi to be there, right? So
to play like devil's advocate for Deegs, like against like there's the Cole side of things where like Cole should have let up. Hindsight, he knew he was in a battle with Deeg. In Deeg's defense, it's the first lap. I'm sure he can't hear. I mean, there's 20 bikes in one lane right there. I would bet Deegs had no idea that Levi Kitchen was going to punt him, where Cole probably should have been more aware of that because it was a 1v1 type thing in the corner. I don't really think it's similar in that way. I mean, they crashed in very similar ways. I mean,
very similar ways, like over the berm on the tough box.
But I think there was really probably no way for Deegs to like mentally prepare that. It's the first lap. Levi was pretty far back, you know, like it wasn't like he was right there, and he wasn't even like to the inside of him. He was behind him and then just cut over. So I don't really think Deegs could have, I mean, sure, like if he was, I don't know. But I think any human being wouldn't have been ready for that, especially because his opponent, like he wouldn't have been expecting that from Levi because Levi's way down. I don't know. I just don't think.
Well, a lot of people are saying like Levi's not like a top 5 guy. I'm like, bro, the guy just basically got a podium at Charlotte, but got docked because of a position, and then he just podium at Buds, and he's a podium guy. Like,
I was just gonna say. However, I'm not saying that what Levi did was wrong. If I'm being honest, again, like you just said, he was on a podium. If he was feeling really good at Salt Lake City, and he felt like, hey, I need to do something aggressive to put myself in a better spot. And I saw a bunch of people like saying like, yeah, right. If he would have took him out, no way you would have got a podium anyway. Dude, if
what?
I like, cause you know, he said, you know, in Levi's post, he said, if I don't go down, I could have got a podium, which put me in a great spot. I saw a bunch of comments saying like, yeah, right. You would have got a podium. What are you talking about? Dude, you don't think he's going to get past Tom Vial? Although,
I'm not even say Tom Vial. He gets third in that race. He gets third overall because he goes 5-3 on the day, which is way better than Nate Thrasher's 6-4.
I mean, the reality is, like, okay, what did Levi do? He went, if he would have gone 5-1, like he would have got even third.
Not even 5-1. He gets third in that second moto. He gets 8 points overall. He beats Nate Thrasher, who has 10 points for third. So I mean, it only counts for Olympic style. We're not taking 2 moto points.
That's right.
So
that's right.
And then like, that sets him up for triple points going into the next round, which anything can happen.
Like if he was feeling himself, he thought that was the opportunity. Put him on the ground. Don't have to deal with him. I'm going to go get a second, a first, a third. I mean, guys, I feel like if you really want something, there's a lot on the line. You got to make stuff happen sometimes. Now, is he a goober because he crashed? Absolutely.
What's the number one rule about taking someone out? Don't take yourself out.
That's the one thing Ricky says that we can actually all agree on every week is, you know, if you're going to take somebody out, don't take yourself out. I think that would have gone so much different had there not been 4 ruts in that corner. The ruts, like if that was just a regular 180 corner, I don't think Deegs goes down, first of all, and I don't think Kitchen goes down. I think they hit real hard. Maybe Deegan goes off the track, puts him a few spots back. Kitchen goes. The rut's there. It kind of like wheelied up into Deegs' bar, which made him go over, and then that's why he crashed. I don't know. I I don't really see. It's racing, man. Come on.
It's like, yeah, you guys, because I said Deegan shouldn't have done that to Cole, and I got roasted. It's a championship. It's a championship. A fair point. For Levi's case, it's also for a championship, right? In that aspect, right there in that moment, he still has a shot going into round 3 if he doesn't go down, right? So, first lap though is crazy.
I mean, you got to control your own destiny, you know? I mean, gosh, Levi puts him on the ground this one. He gets 14. He puts him on the ground next week. Maybe he gets 8th and he wins the champ. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, man, you got to do what you got to do.
For real?
It wasn't any more aggressive than anything we've ever seen, ever in any supercross race, ever. It's not, it wasn't bad. It was just Deegs. And so people are mad.
Yeah, I saw so many people, bro, on whether it was our reaction video, whether it was my funny skits that I made or other people's posts of just like going at Levi Kitchen saying, oh, he's a clown. But surprisingly, I saw a lot of praise also for Levi Kitchen. Like, as for one person saying Levi's a clown, there was 3 guys praising him. And I think that just shows this sport right now. Like, as much as people want to like love Deegan, people also love to hate the best guy. And that's clearly shown.
Dude, we love controversy, dude. That was a great night of racing. It was fun, and it sucks.
Besides the first 250 moto, that was a snooze fest.
True. I do think it sucks for Deegs. I think that's going to cost them big time, and it didn't really work out for Levi, so it's pointless. But again, what if it did work out and he went on, won that race, and then he puts him on the ground next week? And
don't
then
clown us for saying what if, because if Deegan doesn't go down, he wins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I saw a lot of people too mention, oh, Feld paid Levi to make it interesting, or Joe paid Levi to make it interesting, and I'm like, maybe,
guys,
you know, let's see that Venmo receipt. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, you ever want anything in life, like really want something, and like, I mean, it's not like it was like a dangerous, he just punted him in a corner. It happens every week in Supercross. You know, it's not like it was
LC2 races.
Yeah, it's not like it was anything extreme where like he put Deegan's life on the line. He punted the guy. You know, I don't know. It's not a big deal.
But with that being said, Joe gets the win. Seth Hammaker in all of this gets second. Like,
yeah.
Don't even know. That guy just has been consistent as consistent can be.
Yeah, good for him.
And then my prediction for 5th place, Nate Thrasher ends up on the podium. I said this in our prediction. I said this in the prediction. He's a supercross guy, and this is a supercross track, and that's exactly what he did. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is another thing. What if I would have said Nate Thrasher gets on the podium, but he doesn't actually podium a race? Everyone would have said we're idiots.
6'4" for 3rd overall.
6'4" is insane.
But yeah.
Also, Tom Vial, 10-1.
I think we'll get into our letdowns here in a little bit. First moto shock issue. That's the only thing I can think of, because he goes out and wins second moto.
Yeah, he's ripping too. He looked real. To be fair, he actually looked really good Moto 1 too, and then just wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We'll never know, honestly, what happened in Moto 1. But we'll get further into like our surprises, because we got to talk a little bit about Masterpool and Nate Thrasher here. But before we get into that, we got to talk a little bit about the 450 class. And that is Jett Lawrence's incredible performance in Moto 1. When from the beginning of the day, I said, holy crap, this track looks sick, but it's going to be so hard to pass. And he just shut me up because he made literally 20 passes.
All in the same corner. Before the rhythm section, like literally all in the same corner before the rhythm section.
I made the TikTok, the reaction for it, and I had so much footage of him passing so many guys in the same. I'm like, I can't use this every single time, so I had to cut out a bunch of it. But for a track that is super hard to pass, he made it look easy, and I think that is what makes Jett Lawrence amazing. Is he's able to do stuff that looks easy but is extremely hard, and you got to give it to him. However, you said in the predictions video, one chink in Jett's armor. I think that's how you say that.
Sure,
Is supercross.
It's weird. Yep.
It's weird. Okay, but anyways, one bad thing about Jett is he struggles in supercross. And I'm not saying he struggled at St. Louis. However, Moto 1, he didn't get a start, and that cost him the overall.
But he was
and
buried in the gate.
Yeah, I'm not saying like he struggles, he goes down constantly and stuff like that, but you've seen occasions when supercross where he gets bad starts. We saw it this year, we saw it last year, and now we saw it right here.
It's the same thing with Deegs. I said Deegs has his weak point supercross, and I got flamed for that too. But guys, when you're flawless in outdoors, any mistake means that's your weak point. And those two guys are flawless in outdoors.
Very true.
Like quite literally, one of the guys is actually flawless in outdoors. You know what I mean? And so anytime there's any sort of consistent mistakes, that's the weak point. And we only see consistent mistakes out of these guys other than Redbud for Deegs in supercross. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And Jett's performance, incredible, dude. Incredible. I can't believe when he started making passes, I'm like, okay, he's going to get up. Like, he'll get up to the top 5. Like, no way he's going to catch Eli, and no way he's going to catch Roxon because the track is just so hard. I was completely wrong. He got to the, like, Chase also had a bad start, but he was in, like, 4th, right? And he caught Chase in an instant. He passed Jay Coop and Webb, and I'm like, guess who's in front of him? And he caught Chase in a half a lap. I was like, what the hell happened?
One more lap, he was on the podium. Like,
I saw a comment saying like one more corner. Like, going to the rhythm section, you probably passed both of them from that same corner.
Those boys were under fire. That's for sure. Honestly, though, was super proud of Kenny for holding off Eli, and was actually really stoked on Eli. Like, I really wanted him to go out and beat Hunter that second moto. I feel like, dude, that was his opportunity. He just needed to get to him fast. But as a Tomac fan, I've been really happy with what I've seen in these SMX races. And dude, like, what are the points looking like?
Can I ask you a question though? With KTM struggles as of late, with the shock issue, is Tomac going to struggle on that bike? And also, AC has been stating it multiple weeks now that both Chase and Eli are gone off their teams, and nobody else has reported it. Obviously, as fans, we know what's going on, but no statements have been made. And he's just out there YOLOing and just saying it straight up. I love that by AC. But yeah, keep going. AC, by the way.
Yes, no, exactly. So the points, he's 16 points back on Jett and 10 points back on Hunter. Oh, dude.
Realistically, it's 3rd overall. Realistically, it's 3rd.
He's got 3rd locked up because, I mean, although he's only like, was that 7 points over Chase?
I'm not trusting Chase at all in Vegas.
Chase could also go 1-1 in Vegas.
We'll get to Chase in letdowns, but he ain't going 1-1 in Vegas.
I mean, he might, but I don't know. Realistically, I think you're right. 3rd. Is there? I mean, dude, Jett would have to get like 5th. Oh,
it's not happening, bro. That's not happening. That's literally not happening.
That's not happening.
Can we also, in our takeaways here, can we give some props to Hunter? Now, we talked about Deegan and Jett. Hunter was the man in that St. Louis race, bro. Goes out, whole shots Moto 1, dominates the entire race. Literally, I think I saw one mistake the entire race when they showed him. And he looked flawless out there. And did you know a stat by Hunter is that he's won every second round in the Super Motocross playoffs? First year, he won the second round at Chicago on the 250 class. Last year, he won at Texas, and now this year, he's won at St. Louis. And did you also know a crazy stat that Honda's the only winner in the 450 class in the entire Super Motocross history, 3 years.
That's crazy. They're also about to go 450 and 250 this year. I really think that Joe's going to get it done, and one of the Hunters, or one of the Lawrences is going to
One of the Hunters.
One of the Hunters, brother. Hunter Brothers compound.
Do we think Hunter can pull it off in Vegas? If he wins, he wins. Like, do you think he beats his brother? And Jett even made a comment saying, if first place is on the line, first overall, say Hunter goes 2, second, right? Jett goes and wins Moto 1, and then second Moto comes, and it's those guys, last couple laps. Jett said Hunter will punt him for the win. And Jett was like, I don't know if I'll do that, but Hunter will. Did we see that?
Not after what I just watched from Jett. I've been saying it all year. I think Jett has a lot more in the tank than what he shows when he's in the lead. Like a lot more in the tank. Eli Tomac is not going from 22nd to right behind third place. I don't think Ken Roxton's doing that. I don't think Hunter's doing that. I don't think anyone else in the 450. Chase ain't doing that. I don't think Chase has done it, but I don't think he's doing that. Anyone else in this class is not going from dead last because that gap was so big, right? From was like 5th to 4th or whatever. Nobody's closing that gap. They're going to get all the way up to there, and they're not going to be able to close the rest of that gap. I think if Jett is in first and Hunter's behind him, he's going to uncork and have a second and a half on him every lap.
That's going to be interesting to watch because I can see Jett playing with him and just having fun with his brother and see what happens in the last couple laps, and then he uncorks it, right? But
you think if Hunter was 22nd, he gets all the way back to third like that?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Hunter's so good at starting, he's going to be top 2, and then Jett's going to be there, right? I'm not saying Hunter goes dead last. He ain't winning. He ain't getting the third. He ain't getting the second. Like, no. But, like, when was the last time we saw Hunter outside of top 5 in a start?
Also, how is Cooper Webb 5th in points?
Cooper Webb's is there for a paycheck, bro.
Like, how is he 5th in points? I don't understand.
Okay, talk about surprises, though, a little bit. Cooper Webb, a little bit of a surprise, and 5th in points, right? He actually rode pretty good. I even said on the broadcast, this is a Cooper Webb style of track where you can play defensive, right? There was like one corner we saw Jett making passes. Other than that, there's not really any other corner that you can make a pass because even Levi tried and that didn't work, right? I mean, because the ruts in that corner where the first corner before the rhythm, there was really no ruts, right? He was cutting down pretty good. And I said, this is a Cooper Webb track if I've ever seen one. He gets a start and he goes 8-4 for 5th overall. I mean, that's pretty good.
Pretty good. I mean, he's going to do the same thing next week. He'll end up like 6th or 7th overall. I bet.
Very true.
That's my guess.
250s, though, got to give it a Time Master Pool, bro. I did not expect him to pull a 4th place start in Moto 1 and then go out there and actually stay with Handmaker basically the entire race in Moto 1, which was so sick.
Really good, too. Like, really racing. I thought it was Kitchen. When they first showed him, just like how he was riding, scrubbing real fast, I thought it was Kitchen. And then they said it was Tyler Masterpool.
I mean, think about this. Seth got 3rd in Moto 1. Ty held off Levi Kitchen for 4th, and Levi finished 5th in Moto 1. Like, when was the last time you saw Ty Masterpool hold off Levi Kitchen in Supercross? When was the last time you saw Ty Masterpool do anything good in Supercross? That was very surprising. Got to give him his props. Also, Nate Thrasher, bro. Like, that was the Nate Thrasher that we've seen in the past. Like, he looked feisty out there. Couldn't really make the passes in Moto 1 because he was super close on Cole in Moto 1. He was there. But that track just, and for the 250 class, yeah, we'll get to Cole in a little bit, buddy. But, like, he just couldn't make passes, and he still finished 3rd overall. You got to give it to him. That was awesome. And let's talk about the letdowns, all right? Let's say in the 250 class, it's got to be, I got 2. Got to be Cole. He should have got a podium that race, like the overall podium.
Okay, yeah, I know. He should have got one last week, too.
He should have got like 3rd last week, bro.
I'm trying to look. Where's he in points?
He's not even
10th. He's in 10th, bro. He could be, if he would have got the 2 podiums, he'd be like 4th in points. All right. Triple points, baby.
Yeah,
he's going to go 1-1 next week.
Did he crash in Moto 1?
Yes. In the sand.
Was that Moto 1 or that was Moto 2? He tucked the front. Moto 1, I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
But
oh no, he got like 7th or 8th. He was buried. He was buried.
Yeah, he got 7th, but just I predicted him to win because it was Supercross and like there's no whoops, but he's still a goat at Supercross. We watched it all year, right? He just didn't get the starts. You saw that track in Moto 1. It was kind of, you couldn't do nothing right. And then Moto 2 comes and he tucks the front in like fourth. I think it was like fourth place, man. And he tucks the front. He was passing those guys.
On the move forward too, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just bummed for him because we know how good he is. And we know like that could have been last week a top 3. This week could have been another top 3. He could be sitting like fourth in points and have a chance to get top 2 in points, right? So definitely bummed for that. But we also got to talk about another guy here. And then this is a guy that didn't actually race. And that's who I
won't talk about that.
Who did really good last week. You predicted him 5th overall, and that's Austin Forkner.
Yeah.
So I saw
Hopefully
a crash.
Yeah.
Hopefully what?
I said, hopefully it's fine. Like, hopefully it's not a big deal.
Hopefully. I saw a crash in like the tunnel.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
You see that crash? It was in the tunnel.
Yeah.
He just tucked the front, right? He was going in too hot, tucked the front, going into the corner. However, he didn't actually get hurt from that. It was right before the rhythm. He dabbed his foot, and he had knee pain and swelling. And, I mean, he said meniscus, but it's probably an ACL.
I'm hoping that because it's Forkner and he's so injury prone and he's had so many, that we had a little knee pain, we had some swelling, and we're like, yo, we're not going to push it. We're going to pull out. Good season. We made it through mostly. And it's not so bad.
I'm hoping. He said in his IG post that he couldn't straighten it without pain.
Okay.
So it's just
I
unfortunate,
can't straighten my back without pain either, but it is what it is. Yeah.
We're just getting old, man. We're just getting old. He's only like 25, so.
Dang, that's crazy.
I think he's like 25, 26, but yeah, just a letdown because he was doing so good. Like he was riding so good, and he even looked pretty good in practice. The little bit that I saw of him. Last week he got 5th overall. He was riding a little bit of a high coming at the end of outdoors, and like you said, this would have been his first season ever completing everything, like ever. And it's a bummer that he made it to the last 2 rounds. Same thing with Malcolm. Like he rode everything, and then he couldn't do this playoffs, right? And yeah, just sucks for Forkner because we wanted him to do good. And like you even mentioned in our review video that he could have got like a top 5 in points, man, and that would have been huge. But now, can we talk about the 450 guy? And I'm so bummed. I am so bummed because what the hell was that performance?
I don't know. I know you're talking about Chase Sexton, and I don't know what, like when he got passed by Jett. I don't know. I was very surprised.
My only thing, is it the shock? Could that be the only thing? Because we don't see Chase, bro. It looked like he just gave up. Like,
yeah, he was just cruising.
Yeah, he was just cruising. I'm not saying gave
That's
up.
some Jorge Prado stuff right there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not putting those 2 guys in the same category, but
they're about to be on the same team. Oh, well, maybe, yeah.
No, Prado's going to KTM. But when was the last time you saw Chase not try to fight with Jett?
Especially after Ironman, you know, where like he showed he don't care about Jett. Like, I'm going to win no matter what. It was very surprising for sure. Yeah, I don't know.
He also, second moto, he was right there off the rip. Then, I mean, he just didn't do anything. Like, I swear, he didn't do anything. And then, I guess, I heard this. He didn't crash on the last lap. He was rolling around. Maybe a bike issue? Because he got 10th place. He was in 4th and went to 10th. Rolling around. Like, Kellen said, he was just rolling around on the last lap. There's no way he just rolls around if, like, he's... Maybe a crash, but there's no video. There's no nothing. Maybe he did, but I'm assuming it's a bike issue. And I saw a photo afterwards of a guy at the KTM pits of Jade taking apart his shock. And I'm like...
Yeah, so if we're KTM, we got it, like... WP's out the window, right? Like...
MXGP's not having any problem with the shock.
I mean, like... we got to do something. I mean, if big if, right? We don't know. If that's the case, Tom's been saying it all year, right? And then I've heard again that all the Austrian bikes, they've all been having that issue all year. Like, can we just put last year's shock?
Yeah, what makes it different from last year to this year?
Right,
If the
like
bikes really didn't
why-
change.
Like, obviously we don't know because we don't know. It's strange that if it was really just like, yeah, the shocks are dying every week. I mean, just use the other one that didn't last year. Like, I don't think the bikes have changed.
I'm dumbfounded because GP's shocks haven't changed and they use the same stuff.
Yeah,
they use the same exact, like, and I heard, I believe Lewis actually said this. They use the same shock for like 2 races in a row. Like, so they don't change them. They don't do much. I believe that's what he said, from what I can remember. And I feel like these guys in the US are going through different shocks every race.
It's also crazy that they can't figure out what it is and fix it. Like, with all the sensors and everything they have in these bikes, you'd think to be like, oh yeah, this seal's blowing. Okay, well, we need to whatever.
It can't be a good look as both of their best guys are going from 4th place to 10th in one of the motos, dude. When you just had another guy pull hole shot and then win the race. Like, you can clearly see something's wrong because Tom Vial went from fading, not even looking like he's enjoying himself out there, to winning a moto. And then same thing with Chase. He can go out there and win and then just fades. Not even battles.
It just is crazy to me that they can't fix it. You know, like, surely they know what's happening. I mean, they have sensors and everything now, right? Like, they can see exactly what's happening every second, all the time. It's crazy to me that they can't. And again, I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. It's the thing I would least like to do in my life is work on vehicles. I hate it. So I'm not a mechanic. But I don't understand how someone with that amount of resources can't understand what's happening and easily make a fix for it.
I mean, they had plenty of time. I mean, this, from my understanding, has happened since, go back to whenever we saw Tom Vial fade the most in outdoors, right? Right before Millville. That's kind of where I've started learning about it. And how many weeks ago was that? That was like 2 months ago.
Like, yeah, it's like, I don't know if it's a leak. You think that they could fix the leak? If it's something bending, you think that they could strengthen that? If it's, I don't know, you know, like, I feel like it's, I don't know. I'm tripping. I don't know.
So with Chase Sexton, he is 23 points down on the chip. Let's be real. He would need both of those guys to basically not even race. And same with Eli. And he's 7 points down on Eli. So if Hunter and Jett don't finish, he has a chance, but that ain't happening. So I think the best case scenario for Chase here is 4th, right? With behind Eli. He's one. To be honest, he doesn't do a good race, he can slip down to 8th place because he's only 7 points up on RJ in 8th place. So,
and you know RJ's gonna be a dog. But okay, here's the thing: RJ been ripping the whole year. Austrian bike on WP. RJ hasn't had any issues
that we know of. Maybe he's just riding through it because it's RJ and he just doesn't care.
I like that guy. He's a dog.
So I don't know. And I'm thinking, take for example your point there. What if RJ's just riding through it because he knows he's going to have to deal with it for the next couple of years because he signed a contract where Tom Vial is leaving. They go into HRC. He doesn't want to risk it. Chase is also leaving and he doesn't want to risk it. So maybe that's also a factor in this, right? So just think about it as that side of things too. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but Chase is screwed for points. I'm very upset. He had a shot, and now he's cooked. But let's talk about a little bit of the best rides. I got 2. Jett Lawrence, Nate Thrasher. Nate Thrasher because he got 3rd overall. Jett because what the hell performance was that in Moto 1? That was incredible work.
Nate Thrasher because he's done his yearly random mark.
Did you see the podium with JT?
Yeah.
JT absolutely roasted him on the podium.
Yeah, I was like, he like, asked him a question, but was low key just cooking him the whole time. You know?
Yep, it was crazy. But yeah, shout out to Nate. I said from the beginning, he's a supercross guy. That's a supercross track. One of you guys in the comments said that wasn't a supercross track. You guys are on crack. That was literally just a supercross. There was no moto about it at all. The sand section even looks soupy. Like, go back to other supercross track with sand. Yeah. That's, you know what I mean?
Every rider, when they asked them how they're setting their bike up, they all said it's a supercross track.
It is. It's legit. Were you a fan of the tunnel? I wasn't. It's just one line.
Yeah, I mean, it reminded me of some of those old Monster Cup Vegas sections that went outside that were cool and they were fast, but they're one line. I mean, it's cool. It's different. They're going on a tunnel, like, but not from like a racing perspective. The split lane was sick.
Was it?
Jett made it look sick.
Yeah, Jett made it work, but you don't go inside. You're not like, for that split section, the inside led to the other inside. So if you got the inside in front of someone, you can't pass them. There's no way to pass. So you couldn't pass from that inside corner on the split, the next inside, the tunnel, all the way to the finish line. You weren't passing on the finish line because they're jumping into that. So then you couldn't pass going out of the finish line because you're already behind them. And the closest spot would be the rhythm where Jett passed everybody. So how does that make good racing?
Let's be real. Since we switched to 4 strokes and ruts became like slot cars.
No. It's not 4 strokes. It's the paddle tire.
It might be 4 strokes.
It's the paddle tire. Did we have this with James, Chad, and Ricky? No, we didn't. It's the paddle tire. It's start cross with the paddle tire. You pull a whole shot with the paddle, you're basically winning.
Let's rip the paddle away and get rid of the metal grates.
I don't mind the metal grates as much as the paddle tire. It's just too much, man.
The metal grates take out like the whole like aspect. Starting on dirt. I mean, there's still a technique, right? Like obviously there's still good starters and bad starters, but the good starters would be less good, I think, on dirt.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Let us know what you guys think about that. Should they ban paddle tires for supercross? Leave them for moto? Or
ban them too.
Nah, you need a paddle. Ban paddle tires for supercross and motocross besides sand tracks.
Yeah.
Or just get rid of metal grates.
Or both. Everything.
Or both.
And they have to race on 252 strokes.
Okay, so that's all that we have for SMX St. Louis. All right. Incredible day of racing. Kind of. It was exciting because something crazy happened and Jett got buried. And I made a statement. I was like, dude, this track is definitely not it. And then Jett's race happened. I was like, oh, you just have to make the best guy start last, and we got a great race. And so
it's always a good day when Jett starts last. You know what I mean? Like, no offense to Jett, but it's incredible to watch him most likely still win. But like, there's hope. It's always a sad day when Jett rips a whole shot. It's like,
I think Moto 2, right. Nothing happened. So, and he bowled a whole shot. But anyways, that's all of St. Louis. Now let's talk a little bit about MXGP of China.
I watched.
We think St. Louis was a bad track. This one was a bad track for passing, bro. 250 class. The gap's so crazy. What I mean by that is, like, we did have some passes. However, the spacing of the riders was insane because the track was insane. Qualifying was honestly pretty good. The track was a little bit more open. Then they had a downpour overnight and it made the track just ruts. Literally from left to right, there was about 10 ruts because of the rain and how the track was built. And just unfortunate because we didn't get exciting racing. We had some exciting moments because Sasha, of all people, pulled whole shot, led, crash, and still finished first. That's when you know when the track's kind of crazy, all right? And then second moto, Sasha got a pretty good start. Second, crash, tore off his goggles, almost crashed midair trying to do that, and then was able to hold off Kai without goggles in Moto 2. Like, that's kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, so the overall for MX2 was Sasha, Adamo, Langenfelder, top 3. Kai finished 4th place. And so,
no offense, Langfelder.
No, Langenfelder, I got to be honest, man. Like we mentioned this in our review, Doc, that this became a Kai glazing channel, and it's still going to be that. But we got to give props to Langenfelder, bro.
Yeah,
put on a great performance in Moto 1, and he put on a great performance in Moto 2, pulling whole shot and leading until Adamo passed him on the last lap. And I'm going to be honest, Doc. I want Kai to win. 16 points down. I think Langenfelder has this, man.
Yep. Yeah, he's earned it, you know? He's done what he needed to do to win the chip. Remember that chat when Joe wins. Remember that. I know you're all going to agree with, you're all like, yep, Doc, you're right. Langfelder earned it. He did what he needed to do to win the chip. So did Joe. So.
Just remember that, all right? But yeah, shout out to Langfelder. He did awesome. Sasha, awesome. Adamo. I have some clips. I haven't posted them yet, but we'll get to that. But and then for the MXGP class, you guys know this. It's not that much happening in this class right now. And the one guy that we needed something to happen had a horrible weekend, and that is Lucas Kunin. He faded in both races. I don't know, like from watching time practice. Nah, I wasn't shocked, but like watching time practice, it looked like he was kind of hurt. I don't know. He was like waving his arms around, like something was wrong. His body language looked off, and then coming in the motos, it looked the same thing. And so this championship's over. It's like 40 points now or something like that. It's Fevra's, honestly. And I was just about to say exactly that right there. He earned it. Can we also give some love to Hurlings, though? Hurlings, I believe, has the same amount of wins as Fevra and Lucas now, and he's raced half the season.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
It's insane how good he is. Like, especially how much he gets hurt. Like, being able to be hurt and then come back and be that dominant, like, for 15 years is insane.
He goes back to back to back now, and when we did our predictions, we didn't even think about the three-peat because the Netherlands was 2 weeks prior, right? And so we didn't really think about it. But he's on a roll, dude. And next year with him, Geyser, Fevra, Lucas, you got Tom Vial in there, possibly like Kai in there. It's going to be good.
Jorge Prado's going back.
Maybe Prado, Renault too. Like Renault also, big shout to Renault. He was leading most of Moto 1 and then Hurlings got him late. First time I saw Renault in first place since Argentina, which was round 1, and he won that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great season next year. But Tim Geyser, great ride. Ruben got third overall. Shout out to him. He made some cool passes. Definitely almost destroyed Fevra over the triple. He almost landed on him, which is kind of scary. But overall, China experience, it happened like super late at night, and I was dead ass tired, bro. Like it was 1 a.m. when Moto 2 start. I'm like, bro, can we just go to bed? Can I skip this? Like nothing's happening right now. Like, can we just skip forward until something crazy happens? And but overall, I like the track. It wasn't great for racing. Australia is up next. That should be good. The track looks kind of cool. It's a little sandy clay mixture, so that should be interesting. For points, Langenfelder is up 16 points on Kai, from my understanding. 884 to 868. So 16 points. And then for the MXGP class, Fevra is currently up 929 to 882, 47. Fevra just got to stay alive and he wins the chip, right? So, and you're going to Australia, there's not even going to be like 16 guys out there. So he can get last and still probably win the chip.
That's an easy dub for him. Just like it's going to be an easy dub for Joe Shimoda.
I don't know about that.
I'm going to be in San Diego when the race is, and I bought a little thing so we can watch the race on our TV from our beachside bungalow is where we'll be in.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, so with that being said, Doc's leaving for his vacation. I actually have a little surprise for you guys for our prediction and review for round 3. Possibly Motocross of Nations predictions too, because Doc's also going to be gone. So stay tuned for that.
That can be fun.
Predictions will be out on Thursday, so stay tuned. We'll have our reactions. We'll have everything. And also, we created a brand new Discord for the DNX show. I'll have the link in the description below for you guys to check out. Make sure you guys go do that. We literally just created it today, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie with you guys. But in this Discord, what our plan is to do exactly what we do here. Ask you guys your guys' predictions. Ask you guys like what questions you guys have for us. Share you guys' moto clips. Share you guys' sports talk, moto picks, everything. So make sure you guys go check out the Discord. It's gonna be fire. So yeah, that's all we kind of got for this week. Stay tuned for the predictions here in a little while, a couple days from now. And we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the love on the videos this past weekend. Absolutely insane. And yeah, with that being said, we appreciate you guys. Hit the like and sub button. And
before we go,
I
I saw a comment that said, I'm just here for my weekly Doc coal glaze. So I didn't do much this week, but I am leaving. So I'm going to leave you with this. Cole goes 1-1 next weekend. Have a good day.
Have a good day, guys.